My name's Jason. I was 22, living in Chicago at the time, working late shifts at a tech startup. One night, I matched with a girl named Leah. Profile said she was 21, liked hiking and true crime, had this artsy vibe in her pics. We talked for about a week. She said she just moved from Minnesota and didn't know anyone yet. We agreed to meet up for a late coffee on a Thursday night near Wicker Park. She suggested a quiet cafe I'd never heard of. Roast Theory, I looked it up. No results. Thought maybe it was one of those new places not online yet. She gave me the address directly. It wasn't a cafe, it was a rundown duplex. The windows were dark. I parked nearby and texted her. "Come around the back," she replied. That's when something felt off. I circled around, flashlight on my phone glowing, and saw the back door cracked open. No lights, just darkness and a weird, musty smell. I stepped back and texted her again. No reply. Then, I saw movement in the upstairs window, a figure, holding a phone, taking a picture of me. I ran back to my car, called the number she gave me. It rang once, then went straight to voicemail. A man's voice, deep, not Leah's. The profile disappeared the next day. Police told me similar lures had happened in the area, possibly linked to a trafficking ring. To this day, I wonder what would have happened if I stepped inside. This one still haunts me. I matched with Casey while visiting Austin, Texas for a work trip. Her profile said she was a writer into horror films. We clicked fast, joked a lot, and agreed to meet the next night at a restaurant on South Congress. She looked exactly like her pictures. Petite, sharp smile, dark lipstick, but she barely blinked. She kept asking weird questions like, "Would you rather be buried alive or lost at sea?" I laughed it off. Nervous laughter. Halfway through dinner, I noticed she never touched her food, just stared. Then she leaned in and whispered, "You remind me of my brother. He disappeared when I was 12. I chuckled, confused, and asked if she was joking. She didn't laugh. Later, we left the place, and she asked if I could drop her at her Airbnb. I said sure, trying not to be rude. She directed me to a street outside the city, near the woods. No houses, just an old abandoned trailer. I said, "This can't be it." She smiled and said, "It is." She got out, walked straight into the woods. No light, no hesitation. When I reported the profile, it was already gone. Hotel cameras confirmed I drove her, but the passenger seat was empty. I still have the Uber receipt, but I never saw her again. My cousin Riley lives in Phoenix, Arizona, and this happened to him last summer. He matched with a girl named Amber. Blonde, seemed fun and down to earth. She invited him to a party that Friday night, said her friends were hosting it at a big house near Camelback Mountain. He arrived around 9 p.m. House was huge, but weirdly quiet. No music, no crowd. A guy opened the door and said Amber was upstairs getting ready, invited him in. As Riley walked through, he noticed no photos on the walls, no furniture, just a couch, almost like a house that hadn't been lived in. Another man appeared, then a third. No one said a word. He asked, "Where's Amber?" One of them smiled and said, "She's waiting for you downstairs." Riley's gut screamed no. He said he had to grab something from his car and walked out fast. When he turned back, all three men were standing at the door, just watching him. He drove off and later reported the incident. Cops told him that exact address had come up in past tip-offs, possibly used for luring people. Amber's profile? Deleted. And when he looked back through his Tinder messages, all of her texts were gone.